So imprinting is interesting, right? Because what Conrad Lawrence noticed is this idea that if you take baby ducks and their mother is not there, and if something happened to the mother and they hatched and he took care of these baby ducks, they would start treating him like their mother. And he would go into the pond and they'd follow him. And in the morning, instead of being in their nest where they were born, they would be curled up around his wading boots, which is all very cute, except then he noticed that as they grew up, they didn't, these ones that imprinted to him did not have interest in relations with other ducks, right? They had a boot fetish, right? They would do their courtship behaviors around his boots, so that he realized that the imprint was not just about them as a child, but as they grew up, what they imprinted as the parent is if your mother's a duck, it says a lot about you, right? Your mother is a boot. So I realized, oh wow, these are belief, and you could even say
Right.
identity forming experiences, but they're all in relation to a significant other. So if you're going to update that belief, you cannot simply update your half. You have to also update the other half. Give the boot some other resources. Otherwise, I'm pretty limited. Because we do a lot of this kind of imprinting as a kind of unconscious role modeling in a sense. I am basing, and I started to notice this in work that I was doing where somebody who, they vowed they would never be like their parent, but as they got older, they started unconsciously doing these same things. So that's the idea of the imprint, is that it's imprinting a relationship. It's not just my
That's right.
experience as a child, it's imprinting a mother-child relationship or a father-child. Or so that's why I think that was the breakthrough there, that was different than just changing history, and why that I think was also more effective in certain kinds of things. Now, the role that Leary played is that he believed that, means one of the reasons that he got very into sort of therapeutic uses of psychoactive drugs, like obviously LSD, which Timothy Leary is most known for, but he wasn't doing it just as something that was recreational. His belief was that this put the person back into a state of being able to re-imprint some of these identity forming experiences. And he had these different levels of imprints that would happen at certain stages of life. So you
Ah,
have certain imprints, what he called biological imprints, that happen in very early life. And then you have imprints about deep relationships that you get in the other levels. Then you have imprints about your ability to, your intellectual imprints. Am I smart or not smart? You don't even think about that when you're 2 years old, but you're learning all these things and you get these imprints that will show up later. And you have social imprints and you have aesthetic imprints. As the nervous system matures,